Department of Transportation says a safety defect was found during the bridge's routine annual inspection.
Craig Smith is live tonight near the bridge. And Craig, are we getting any information about what was found or just how it was found?
A little bit. We've got a little from the Department of Transportation, Liz. What they told us in a news release is that during one of their biannual inspections last week or earlier this week, they found a crack in one of the structures. That's how they put it in their news release. They didn't tell us exactly what was cracked, but just about a minute or so ago, I noticed Troy's city engineer here, Russ Reeves, and he agreed to talk to me for a few minutes about what he knows about it. He promised that he wouldn't step on DOT's toes. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Reeves.
Yes.
Tell me about the crack in the structure here that caused the closure of this bridge. I'm told it was closed around 4 o'clock this afternoon. Do you know why?
I received notification from the regional director that we needed to close this bridge at the Troy site immediately. It appears that there was a crack in what we perceive to be a fracture critical member. It's a tension member, a diagonal steel plate member that's in tension. So
is that something that would cause the bridge potentially to fall?
There could potentially be a localized failure of the bridge, and with a fracture critical member, that's the significance of that. So it requires action to be taken immediately.
I'm guessing that what that means is that the standards are so high that even though the bridge might actually still carry some weight, the rules and regulations require it be shut down, or is that not correct?
Well, right now, during a routine inspection, DOT found what appears to be a fracture in this diagonal tension member.
Right.
So when that occurs, it's probably a fracture critical component, right, which means that we need to take action immediately because we could have a localized failure.
Sure. Does that mean one of the trucks couldn't go across the bridge or else it might fall apart?
Well, I think that member is probably so significant that in the way this is configured, that we have it shut down now even to pedestrians till we can properly define what we're dealing with.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'll let you get back to work and deal with your counterparts with the state.
Okay.
Russ Reeves, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. We were just talking to Russ last week about the Spring Avenue Bridge in Troy that was shut down when some problems were found. We'll get an update from him a little later on about that. But the important problem here, the immediate problem, is this bridge, the 126th Street Bridge. Because of this closure, motorists are being advised to drive around the 112th Street Bridge. It'll create a much longer detour than that one over in the other section of Troy in South Troy. That's about a 2.5-minute detour over there. This will be much more significant. We'll have more information here as it comes to us. A spokesperson for the DOT, I'm told, is on the Waterford side of the bridge. We'll be over there ourselves before long and see whether he can tell us more than what was given to us in a brief advisory via email. We're live in Troy. Craig Smith, CBS 6 News.
Yeah, we may not completely understand the engineering lingo there, but we certainly do see that there is a critical problem, and we also aren't aware at this point of how long it'll take to fix this problem. So that detour might be in place for some time. We'll be checking back with Craig in a little while.